Hello students, welcome to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. Today I am going to explain you poem number 4, A Think of Beauty from your Flamingo text written by John Keats. Now let us understand about the poet. John Keats was born in London in the year
and died in Rome
1795
in 1821 at the young age of 25 due to illness.
He is a romantic poet, and his poetry is characterized by sensual imaginary in his most popular work, which is a series of odes. Odes, that is a lyrical poem which is meant for a particular subject. Today, his poems are one of the most sought that means popular, after creations in English literature. The above given poetry is an excerpt from his poem Endymion, a poetic romance considered to be an epic poem. Now let us understand the central idea of this poem. A Think of Beauty is a poem written by John Keats. In this poem, the poet gives the idea that beautiful things are the source of great joy and happiness. The poet says that the creations made by God provide energy and happiness to us. The things present all around us gives a lot of reasons to make us feel happy. Now let us read out the poem. A think of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and asleep, full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Here, bower means a pleasant shady place under the tree. Now, let us understand the explanation of these lines. The poet says that beauty stays forever, it never fades away. Rather, it increases with the passing time. The perception of the poet regarding beauty is that it never goes off with the passing time. Rather, it beautifies more and more. For the poet, beauty is like a beautiful shady tree under whose shade all the creatures can sleep peacefully and enjoy the good health. Let us see the further lines. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dread, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways, made for our searching, yes, in spite of all. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Okay, here morrow means the following day, and weathering means covering or to encircle the things. Despondence means disheartened or the hopeless. Here, over darkened means very dark ways. Pall means here pall a cloud. Here it means a dark cloud of gloomy and sadness. And here spirits means soul where lie our emotions and characters. Now let us understand the explanation of these lines. The poet says that every day it is the beauty which fills us with the spirit to live. It is the beauty which builds the desire in us to live, though there are sad moments and cruel people around us. So, here the poet wants to say that without beauty, the earth will be full of cruel people, sad and gloomy moments. It is the beauty which is created by God which help us to remove the sadness from our hearts. Now let us see the further lines. Rich with sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty death. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, and endless fountain of immortal drinks, pouring in onto us from the heaven brink. Now here, musk rose that blooms. That means small flowers blooms over there. Grandeur. Grandeur means to impress, and dooms, that means a last day of existence. Mighty death. Mighty, that means death of the heroes, popular heroes. Immortal drink. Immortal drink means nectar, which make us to live forever. And heaven's brink. Brink means the door of God's home, or the doors of heaven.
Now let us understand the explanation of these lines. The poet further carries on with the description of the more beautiful things present on earth, such as the beautiful musk roses, which have such a nice fragrance. Then he describes the tales of mighty warriors who laid their lives for their countries or for humanity. He says that these beautiful things are the gifts from God for all of us. They are like a nectar given by God to us, and these are those beauties which are immortal and gives us reason to live on this earth despite having so many sorrows in our lives.
Now let us see the further lines. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple ship, and such are daffodils, with the green world they live in, and clear rills, that for themselves a cooling covered make. Gazed the hot season, the mid forest break. Here boon, shady boon means a shade which is helpful to someone. Rills. Rills mean a small stream of running water. Covered. Covered means not openly known or displayed. And break. Break means a thick mass of green plants. Gainst means against. Now let us understand the explanation of these lines. Here the poet describes the beautiful things which are present on earth. These are the sun, moon, trees, flowers, flower, that is daffodils. Daffodils means a dark yellow color flower, and the rivers. Poet says that all these things are like a blessing bestowed on all the creatures by earth. He further describes that the trees provide us with their shade, flowers with their beauty, and rivers with their coolness during the hot summers. All of these are the beauties of nature, which are like a boon for us. So, I hope, student, you would have understood this poem. Thank you.